ACL tear is a buzz phrase among athletes. Heroic stories of quarterback Tom Brady and Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn, who bounced back after ACL surgery, give false hope. Even if surgery restores the knee's function, it can leave a 30-year-old with 60-year-old arthritic knees. On this episode of Behind the Scoreboard, Hannah Montalban, a junior outfielder, tells us about how positivity and patience helped her overcome her ACL injury that almost ended her softball career.
Suspensions, steroids, brawls, and big egos. Sometimes baseball's hottest hitters are known less for their base hits and more for their bush league behavior. Head softball coach Gary Ferrin says as far as he's concerned, you're hitting a home run only if your reputation matches your RBIs.
You're looking for all the components of the human being as well as the softball player.
After 21 years of coaching at LMU, he says Hannah Montalban is exactly what he's looking for.
I think Hannah has the capability and the personality to do most anything she wants to do. She just had all of those components as a person you want to have on your team.
And for Hannah, being on a college team is fulfilling a childhood dream, but she never really saw herself in a baseball jersey. Ever since she was the ball girl for the Stanford Trees, she was sure she was destined for hoops instead of home plate.
So I looked up to all these girls when I was younger, and just to experience that with the team was something that I was like, wow, I want to be a part of something like that.
8 years later, Hannah has found herself off the sidelines and digging her cleats into the LMU field. She ended her first season with the second best batting average and the team's highest record in doubles. She's the kind of player that will wait for a walk in the face of a full count.
I love a challenge, and going up to the plate and going 3 for 10 is considered successful, and anywhere else in life it's not.
This patient positivity is exactly what the slugger needed when fate threw her a curveball. In 2014, a bad slide into a home plate not only took her out of the game, but for the rest of the season.
My knee popped on like the outer part of my leg, and I immediately fell to the ground. And my coach looked at me and was like, "What's wrong? Can you get up?" And I just started sobbing.
She tore her ACL. It's a common but devastating injury feared by coaches and players alike.
The knee is a critical component in life, just walking around, much less playing sports.
If you don't strike out completely, it at least puts you way behind in the count.
Players that you're competing with, they don't get time off. They're continuing to progress. Every time you get an injury for any length of time, you're regressing to some degree. So you've got to come back and overcome the regression and the progression that the people ahead of you have made.
Hannah didn't throw in the towel. She sat on the bench through every practice.
I wanted to feel like I was still a part of the team.
She never questioned that she would push through rehab, strengthen, and get back on her feet.
I couldn't wait to get started with rehab. It was a lot of hard work, self-motivation, lots of strengthening, pain.
Her coach wasn't so sure she would ever be the same. He fears her injury will impact the rest of her career.
And a lot of it's in your mind, the confidence that you have. It's always out there behind you. I don't want it to happen again. I don't want to go down again. There's nothing I can do. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, pain. It's can you play through it?
And Hannah did. She got back onto the field only a year later. Her first game back a couple of weeks ago was a highly emotional experience.
I think I had a couple hits. I was like, wow, I feel like myself again. I've done so much to get to this point, and I'm gonna give it 100% now that I'm healthy.
And she says she finally feels like she has the home field advantage.
I don't know, I feel like it's what I'm supposed to do with my life now.
Hannah is committed to being successful. And a lot of the way to overcome injuries is the way to overcome any failures in life. You just have a commitment that I'm not going to let it stop me.
In the future, Hannah knows that she'll have to move on from playing a game that she says doesn't even seem like work.
I want to play softball for as long as possible before I actually have to go out and get a real job.
But at least she'll always be able to watch the San Francisco Giants, a team that's only second best in her heart to the LMU Lions.
That's it from us here at Behind the Scoreboard. Tune in next time to hear another story of an LMU athlete.